What's up, traders? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. On Friday, the S&P closed down almost 6%. The Qs closed down over 6%. And the VIX, 45.31. I'm going to tell you what all this means, where we're going next, what I'm doing in VIX and S&P, and what you should be doing right now. So with that, let's dig in. All right, traders, I told you Friday, gotta watch real closely. Could be another down day. Thought maybe we could get a bid after we gapped lower. Didn't happen. What happened? We pushed lower. It was not a buy the dip. So we've got a bad Thursday, an even worse Friday. What does that set up? We might open up down big on Monday. The question then is, now what? Well, let me share the levels that I'm watching right now. We have now broken just about every major level I was watching. We were watching the September low, kind of closed just above that on just below that on Thursday, and then I was watching the August low, and we closed about 55 points below that, call it 1% below that on Friday. So next stop would take us to last April's lows, 49.58, call it 49.50. I think we're going to see that. Below there, I mean, we're talking like 4,100. I don't know if we're going to go all the way there, but maybe, I mean, ultimate downside, 46. You know, from top to bottom, you know, our peak was 61.47. We're now 5,047. We're within a stone's throw of that full 20% high to low sell-off. The Qs are already there. That's the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 topped on February 19th at $540.81. It's down $160. $21. That's way more than 20%. So we've got the full correction, full bear market. Our downside in the Qs, 412.80. All right, now let's talk VIX. Because VIX finally breaking out. The question is, you know, close near the highs. Do we keep going? My thoughts are Monday morning, probably. I'm looking for the VIX to top out Monday morning over 50. And I'm looking for that to potentially form a bottom Monday or Tuesday. There's going to be an opportunity to go long. So what names am I looking at? Well, I revealed my top name in Delta Strike, but I'll reveal my top sell order right now, and that's Alibaba. The Chinese equities got way overbought this year. They have not given back a chunk of what they made. We are back at like the October highs, but I think we could crack lower. So I'm looking for Alibaba to maybe make a run at 100. FXI maybe back down to 30. So there's an area where if I'm looking to deploy maybe some short capital, you know, take the market to drop, I'm looking at Chinese equities. On the bull side, like I said, this has been a pretty aggressive bloodbath. We're going to have some volatility for the next few weeks, but we will get a violent rally Monday or Tuesday. That is what we're lined up. All right. Last but not least, things I want to cover is bonds looking really strong. So one thing that's interesting is one of the things that President Trump wanted to do was to get rates lower. Well, tariffs have accomplished that. Mortgage rates are tanking. So I'm going to be watching the bond market. When that thing stops gunning higher, that's another hint that we might be nearing an end. All right, folks, here's the story. Don't panic. Trading is really important. All right, I just want to tell you. So this week here at Option Pit, we've closed a lot of wins. What you do with those wins is important. Take that money, put it aside, and get ready to deploy it when we find a bottom. That is why we trade. We trade so that we can take our wins in markets like this and roll them back into our investments. And that's what I'm preparing to do next week. And I'm thinking it'd be a good idea for a lot of people. Be prepared for a snapback. Now, don't be greedy on that snapback. I'm not looking for 6,100, but we may get that snapback. All right, everybody. I just want to thank you. Everybody that came to Option Pit's 15th anniversary party the last 3 days. It was so fun trading with you guys and being with you guys and teaching you guys. Everybody out there on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And there may be a little time if you're watching this to get that 2-for-1 deal. If it's still available, click this link. Otherwise, you might be a little late. You'll have to wait till the next time, if we ever offer this type of pricing again, which we probably will not. All right, folks. I hope you have a great weekend. I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.